how can I capture land? Now, one of the questions that were asked to us or to me is, how can you capture land, right? Now, first and foremost, I do not encourage someone to capture land. What I believe the question should be asked is whether is there something that speaks to adverse possession. That is, can I acquire land over a period of time or property over a period of time, having invested or showing various ways in terms of possessing this property? And the answer is yes. So, if it is that you have been living or taking possession of, maintaining, developing, taking care of a property, whether it is land or with building, then yes, there may be room for adverse possession, and you may make an application for adverse possession for it to be successful, and that essentially will lead to you becoming the true owner of title. Now, the truth is, the property must be registered for you to consider it as adverse possession. It must have been owned by someone else. Now, that person would have been in a position, usually the true owner would have abandoned their interest or has shown no interest in possessing or owning this property. Now, if it is that you feel that you are qualified to ascertain possession or get title for this property, you must be in possession or have undisturbed possession. You must not be a person who is hiding or in hiding to enjoy this property. You must not be deemed as hostile. Now, what it simply means, for 12 years and more, you would have had possession of this property. You would have been maintaining the property. You would have obtained property. You would have paid up the property taxes. You would have done a survey diagram, which is necessary in order to submit your application to the National Land Agency. One of the other very important requirement, of course, is that you must have at least 2 declarants who has known the property for a minimum of 30 years and are willing to prepare the declaration to say that they have known the property for this 30 years and counting, and they deem it to be your property, essentially. In addition to that, I suggest also that you submit to your attorney the relevant documents that will be needed or required, and those include receipts for payment of different construction materials or payment to the contractor, receipts for property taxes over a number of years. And once you have submitted those, sometimes photos also may be required. Once you have submitted all of that, then your application can be prepared by your attorney and submitted along with the supporting documents. Once you have satisfied these requirements, it is likely that you will be successful in your application for adverse possession, and that essentially means a title will be produced in your name after the application goes through its relevant processes. Of course, there are fees to be paid, and that must be taken into consideration. So there you have it. Capture land, not so much, but if you call it adverse possession, then yes, you may be able to obtain title in your name.
Oh, we're winning right now. Our Thanksgiving right now, cause we're winning right now, yeah.